I am Aina Taura.
And I am Halisa Munadato.
Today, we will discuss about the Karen Horney psychological theory.
Who is Karen Horney? She was born on September 16, 1885 in Germany, the only daughter of her parents. She entered medical school on 1906. She married a lawyer, Oscar Horney, on 1909. She pictured out her father as a harsh disciplinarian. She felt deprived of her father's affection even though her father brought her gift all over the world. She died in her sleep on 1952.
Let us quote that line that it was, she pictured out her father as a harsh disciplinarian. She also felt deprived of her father's affection. So maybe that Karen Horney, that her motivation to pursue this research is because of her experience during her childhood.
This theory includes the neurosis, the development of neurosis, the 10 neurotic needs, the coping strategies, and the self-theory. So, the neurosis, according to Horney, it is an attempt to make life bearable. Irrational defenses against anxiety that become a permanent of personality and that affect behavior. So, neurotic needs are unrealistic, unreasonable, and indiscriminate. Neurotic need is much more intense.
In one word, neurosis is a functional mental disorder involving chronic distress, but neither delusion nor hallucinations. Karen Horney believes that childhood has a great effect on our behavior as we grow, which is truly naman kasi what we are during our childhood or what experiences we have been is what molded us to who we are today. Do you agree on that?
Yes, just like if you feel unloved, unwanted, and so much negative feelings, there will be a big problem when we grow.
Also that if a child was abused during her childhood, it will result into an aggressiveness. We meet people who is, or even child now, they are teenager who is very aggressive. Maybe it is a result of her childhood. So maybe her parents abused or some member of the family or friends and neighbors.
Parental indifferences was also discussed in this theory. The first reaction to the parental indifferences is anger.
For me kasi, parental indifference is only based on the child perception and not to the intention of our parents. Sometimes, as a child, we found it, or we sometimes misinterpret the action of our parents toward us. Kasi parents has different way of parenting. And that is the thing that a child will never understand.
This also includes the basic anxiety. Horney believes that the nutritive soil of neurosis is basic anxiety, fear of helplessness and abandonment. But basic anxiety isn't neurosis itself.
You know, there are people who suffer from anxiety because that anxiety is something that so hard to take off from someone because it may be a result of unwanted feelings or during her past experiences. So that anxiety is, people who is having anxiety should be helped, not to, they shouldn't be discriminated.
We have 10 neurotic needs. Number 1 is the neurotic need for affection and approval. Normally, it is okay that we need affection, but we don't expect it from everyone to meet. The other side, it is when we have indiscriminate need to please others and be liked by them.
Number 2, the neurotic need for a partner. Normally, we all want to have a partner that we can love and can love us back. And neurotic side, partner is someone who will take over one's life. This includes the idea that love will solve all one's problems.
The third neurotic need is the need to restrict one's life to narrow borders. Normally, it is okay that we want our lives to be simple to manage. So, the neurotic side of this is when someone wants to be undemanding and satisfied with little. People on this hasn't felt the need of simplified life when it gets too stressful. They rather join monastic order, disappear into routine, or the return to the womb.
Number 4, the neurotic need for power. Normally, it is okay that we have power to improve. But for those people who suffer from neurotic, their mindset is different. They think that power is for control of others. They are very desperate for it. They also think that this is dominance for its own sake, often accompanied by a contempt for the weak and strong belief in one's own rational powers.
The fifth neurotic needs is the need to exploit others and to get better of them. Normally, it is okay that we need to have an effect, to have impact, and to be heard. The neurotic side of this can become manipulation and the belief that the people are to be used. It may also involve a fear of being used, of looking stupid. You may have noticed that the people who love practical jokes more often than not cannot take being the butt of such a joke themselves.
Number 6, the neurotic need for social recognition or prestige. Normally, as a human being, we all like to be appreciated, even in small things that we do. But for those who have neurotic, these are the people who is overwhelmingly concerned with their physical appearance and the popularity. The neurotic people is fear that feelings of being ignored or being thought of being uncool. Number 8, the neurotic need for personal achievement. For those normal, there is nothing intrinsically wrong with achievement, far from it. In contrary, some people are obsessed with personal achievement. They have to be number 1 at everything they do. We call them sometimes perfectionist people. But we also observe from students that there is some students who always want to be the top one of the class.
The non-neurotic needs is the need of self-sufficiency and independency. Normally, people should cultivate with autonomy. And the neurotic side of this is that the people refuses help. They don't need others' help. They often reluctant to commit to a relationship. We also call them the loner person.
Number 10, the neurotic need for perfection and the self-ability. Normally, for us as human beings, we thought of being better and better to our life. But there are people who are driving to be perfect and scared of being flawed. They can because making a mistake can lead to be in control at all times.
Neurotic needs are classified into 3 coping strategies, such as the compliance, the aggression, and the withdrawal. In the compliance, we have the 1, 2, and 3 neurotic needs. These are the moving toward, strategy, and self-efficient solution. The people on this will say that I should be sweet, self-sacrificing, and self-play.
In aggression, which falls into the neurotic needs 4 to 8, it says that moving against expansive solution. This person will say that I should be powerful, I should be recognized, and I should be a winner.
In the withdrawal, it falls to the neurotic needs 9, 10, and 3. This is the explanation of this is that moving away and resigning solution. So this person will say that I should be independent, aloof, and perfect.
The last part of this theory is the self-theory. Self is the core of your being. If you are healthy, you have an accurate conception of who you are. Neurotic has displayed consumption rather. First is the despise self. If you see others despise you, then you take that inside you. Second is the ideal self. If you're lacking in some way, there's some ideals that you should living up to. Ideal self is a positive goal. It's not a positive goal because it is unrealistic and ultimately impossible. And that's where our topic ends.
Thank you for watching!